Hello aspirants, welcome to MVP Vishwakosha. In today's video, we will cover most important current affairs of UPSC, KPSC and all competitive exams of 28 October 2025. In that first point, that is about Subansiri Lower Hydroelectric project and its test run begins. Okay, so here that is location that is Subansiri River. Main rivers and all very important. So that is main location Arunachal Pradesh, Assam border. So actually the capacity of that project is 2000 megawatt. Okay, the by project is done by NHPC Limited. So that first test run, that is from October 2025, that is after 13-year delay in that project. Okay, also some issues in that environmental impact and seismic risk, local protest and all. Because of that, the project is delayed, and also that mainly that project is importance for that northeastern largest hydroelectric project. All that perspective, that project is important, and the main that point, that is Subansiri river and all that location and all important. So in that topic, the MCQ can expect that is the Subansiri Lower Hydroelectric project is located on which river? Okay, all the rivers are important. And the options are Tista, Subansiri, Lower, and Siang. Okay, so answer is Subansiri. And in mains perspective, that is a large hydroelectric project highlights that India's challenge of balancing renewable energy that needs with ecological sustainability and discuss with reference to Subansiri River. Okay. So all that points you have to discuss. Okay. So that's about recent that Subansiri Lower Hydroelectric project and it test run. Okay. Next news, that is about Rashtriya Vigyan Puraskar 2025. So recently that 2025 Rashtriya Vigyan Puraskar announced. So that is actually announced by Ministry of Science and Technology. Okay. Main in that category is Vigyan Ratna, Vigyan Shri, Vigyan Yuva and Vigyan Team. Okay, that are main four categories. Okay, that category is important, and that is announced that is that 11 May actually conferred on 23 August. So in that main aim is to recognizing excellence in science and technology. Okay. So that in that field, that Vigyan Puraskar is given to all science and technology field. So in that topic, that important MCQ, that which is not a category under Rashtriya Vigyan Puraskar. Four options are there: Vigyan Ratna, Vigyan Shri, Vigyan Prerana, and Vigyan Iva. So answer is that is they ask not a category. So such type of questions will come, right. So Vigyan Prerana is the correct answer. That is actually not a category. So remaining all are categories. So in that mains perspective, that examine how the Rashtriya Vigyan Puraskar framework promote a culture of innovation and inclusive recognition of Indian science. All that perspective, that Puraskars and all the prize and all very important. Next news, that is Russia's Burevestnik nuclear powered missile test. Okay, recently that very important that Russia tested that Burevestnik, that is nuclear, that's 9M730. Okay, so that is Burevestnik SSC X9 Skyfall. So rock in that they tested. So in that main nature is it is a nuclear powered, okay, and also nuclear capable cruise missile, and its range is almost 14,000 kilometer. Okay, and also it is tested in this October, and main risk that radiation and arms control challenge in that perspective is very important, and also that because of that test it will affect that USS strategy and all, because that range is important, right? 14,000 kilometer from that perspective, and also it is nuclear powered, so that is important. So in that perspective, you can expect the question that the Burevestnik missile is a options, that is a nuclear powered cruise missile and submarine launcher missile, a hypersonic glide vehicle, and solid fuel, that ICBM. Okay. The ICBM is intercontinental ballistic missile. So answer is a nuclear powered cruise missile. Okay. In mains perspective, analyze how nuclear powered weapon system like Burevestnik affect global strategic stability and nuclear arms control efforts. Okay. So here they are controlling the nuclear arms, right? So such type of test, how it will affect and all that is important. Okay. So there is about Russia's recent missile test and all. The next news that is about MAHA-MedTech mission. So there is actually launched by on that is 25th October 2025. Okay, so that is by ANRF and ICMR. So that is funding that is almost 5 to 25 crore project. It is also almost 750 crore total outlay. Main focuses on devices, diagnostic, and AI and ML tools, implants, all that perspective important, and also main aim to boost domestic health tech manufacturing. Okay, all that perspective it is important that MAHA-MedTech mission. Okay, recently launched, right? And also in that perspective, we can expect the question that MAHA-MedTech mission aims to promote indigenous medical device innovation, expand vaccine manufacturing, develop AI-based pharmaceutical and fund medical tourism project. So this type of direct question will come. Okay, so it is a promote indigenous medical device innovation in prelims and at KPSC prelims and all that perspective is important. Okay, and also mains question we can expect that discuss how the MedTech mission can transform India's healthcare and manufacturing ecosystem and reduce import dependence. Okay, indigenization, all that perspective it is very important. Okay. Next news that is about IMF Global Financial Stability Report, that is April 2025 report that is released. Okay, released the 22 April 2025 by IMF. So in that title enhancing resilience and amid uncertainty. So in that risk set valuation, NBFI leverage, sovereign debt, all that report, and also its impact, vulnerability in emerging market. All that IMF reports in financial stability, all that reports is very important. Okay, so that's about and also in that MCQ, which is not a key risk of IMF's global financial stability report, April 2025. In that high asset valuation and cryptocurrency growth, sovereign debt risk, and NBFI leverage. So in that main point is cryptocurrency growth. It is not a key risk. Okay, according to that report, and discuss mains question. Discuss the key financial vulnerabilities identified in the IMF's April 2025 report and their implications for India's economic stability. Okay, so that's about IMF Global Financial Stability Reports and all. Okay, next news that is about Karakoram and Changthang, that is wildlife sanctuaries. Okay. That's in recently news. So in its main location is Ladakh Indian territory. So they are planning to rationalization by Wildlife Institute of India to extend its boundaries and all many areas that Karakoram is 16,550 square kilometer and Changthang that is 9,695 square kilometer. Main aim to balance the conservation with the local livelihood. So for that they are extending that wildlife sanctuaries area, okay, range and all. So that is important, and also that is the question from that is the Karakoram and Changthang wildlife sanctuaries are located in Jammu Kashmir, Ladakh, Sikkim, Arunachal Pradesh. So location is important. The answer is Ladakh. Okay. So and also in mains perspective to evaluate the trade-offs between biodiversity conservation and local livelihood right in the boundary rationalization of protected area in Ladakh. So all that perspective it is important that Karakoram and Changthang Wildlife Sanctuary of Ladakh. Okay. Next news there is about CJ Gawai's announcement that Bhutan law graduate. Okay. That means two Bhutanese law graduates serve as clerks in Supreme Court annually. So that is announced October 2025 during CJ Gawai's visit to Bhutan. So main objective strengthen India-Bhutan judicial cooperation. So country in international relation, all that perspective it is very important, and neighborhood first policies, India's policy, all that perspective it is very important. Okay. In that perspective, we can expect the question that which country law graduates will now serve as clerks in India's Supreme Court. Okay. So answer is that options are Nepal, Bhutan, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka. So answer is Bhutan. Okay. So all that is important, and also that question that judiciary can serve as a tool of diplomacy, right? So explain this statement in the context of India's recent judicial collaboration with Bhutan. So all that points you have to explain what is the outcome from that appointments and all. Okay. Next news that is Vaikunthbhai Mehta, that is birth anniversary. Born in 26 October 1891. Okay. So pioneer of Indian cooperative movement, okay, cooperative sector, so all that movement and cooperative ministry, all that is important. So in that first chairman of Khadi and Village Industry Commission, and also legacy that Amnicon and also Pune named after him. Okay. And so main quote that cooperative training is a permanent condition from him, that very important. That all personality history perspective it is very important. So in that question, MCQ question is Vaikunthbhai Mehta is an associated with which field? So Panchayat Raj, cooperative movement, labor rights judiciary. So important cooperative movement, and also discuss the continuing relevance of Vaikunthbhai Mehta's vision for strengthening the cooperative movement in modern India. So all that perspective it is very important in history perspective. Okay, that is about Vaikunthbhai Mehta's birth anniversary and all. Next news that is about election commission special intensive revision. Okay, so there is already first phase, right, launched in Bihar, and second phase launched October 25th in 12 states. Okay, that is main qualifying date is 1st January 2026. Main aim to clean and update voter rolls and final roll by February 2026. So that is the second phase. Already first phase in Bihar completed, right? This is the second phase in 12 states announcement. All that is important. That updation of voter rolls, all that is important. Right? In that for MCQ you can expect in example that the qualifying date for Election Commission of India's 2025 special intensive revision is 1st July 2025, 1st October 2025, 1st January 2026 and 1st April 2026. Answer is 1st January 2026. Okay. So all that dates and all important. And also mains question, why is periodic revision of electoral rolls important? That vital for electoral integrity. Examine the challenges faced by the Election Commission of India in ensuring accurate voter registration. All that perspective, that question is important. Okay. So that's about recent that Election Commission's special intensive revision and okay. Next, last point that is about adjusted gross revenue. Okay, that is Supreme Court decision about Vodafone and Idea. So AGR is that is adjusted gross revenue include telecom plus non-telecom income. So in that October 2025 decision, Supreme Court allowed center to reconsider that Vodafone Idea's dues. So government stake 49% in Vodafone Idea. So in that importance that judicial restraint in economy policy, all that perspective important. So all that AGR and all that is adjusted gross revenue that include telecom and non-telecom, that spectrum charges and all, right. So all that included in it. So that's adjustment that decision by Supreme Court is important. Okay. So in that perspective, the question that AGR case deals with which telecom licensing and spectrum fees, GST dispute, electric city tariffs, income tax reassessment. So answer is telecom license and spectrum fees. Okay, AGR means okay. So AGR means that is adjusted gross revenue. So mains question you can expect that critically analyze the Supreme Court's 2025 decision on Vodafone Idea AGR dues in context of balancing regulatory certainty and telecom sector stability. So all that to reduce this monopoly and all, Vodafone Idea is promoted, right? So that's why AGR and all that is important. Okay. So that's about 28th October 2025 current affairs. That's all for today's current affairs update from MVP Vishwakosha. Revise these topics well, okay. That will consistency builds confidence, and also don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for daily updates on UPSC, KPSC, and all competitive exams. Thank you.